This is the Hammerfisting Podcast.
Yeah.
Mike, what's the difference between a 5-round fight from a psychological standpoint than a 3 or, if a guy ends up fighting in 2 rounds? No, I'm saying, but as the fight goes on, like when you're preparing for the fight, you're such a dick.
What's funny? Like Mike didn't even flinch. He didn't smile or nothing. I was like, oh god, I pissed this guy off already.
So, from a psychological standpoint, the preparation, and then when you're actually in the fight, what's the difference as far as a psychological standpoint, the approach that you have in championship rounds in deep waters?
Well, you really got to pace yourself. You can't. Some guys go in there and they realize it's a long fight and they try and go hunt for that quick knockout and they blow their load in the first round, and then they realize, oh crap, I still got 4 more. And usually people, they go the 3 rounds. They got it in the tank, but you got the championship rounds left, 4 and 5, and that's where you got to really dig deep. I mean, even if you have great cardio, you still got to find that heart. You got to have heart. It's a long fight. 25 minutes to fight. It's a long time, and you got to really just dig deep, and you either have it or you don't. So it just comes down to if you have heart, and you can just stick it out, and even if you're dead tired, you don't show it. Gotta have that poker face. Yeah,
man, that's got to be tough. Like such a nightmare when you see these guys who are just dead tired, like when Carlos Condit fought Robbie Lawler, and at the end, you're just both of them are fucking spent, and it's one thing when you're, I play ice hockey and I've played competitively my whole life. It's one thing when you're playing a sport like that where it's, the third period, you're playing another team that's got a very explosive, fast-paced style of play. Just that, having to dig deep and kind of reach into the reserves and kind of milk some more gas out of the tank. It's a completely other thing, though, when you're in a cage fighting another just highly trained maniac.
I'm glad you said that, because for a second there I thought you were comparing the two. He gets into a cage and fist fights 25 minutes, just slapping on rollerblades and slapping a ball around for an hour and a half.
That's ice and a puck, but...
I know. I'm just trying to make it less manly.
No, but it's fucking crazy.
I know. Listen, hockey.
Statement boy.
Listen, I've never played hockey in my life. I can't skate, and I probably wouldn't last more than 15 seconds in a fist fight at this point.
You're not an athlete.
You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have figured me for a figure skater. Why do you use figure twice in the same? Forget it.
You're just digging your own grave at this point.
I really fucking.